Hi, welcome back again. Earlier in my intro video, I asked you if you've been wondering how your computer processes information so quickly that even though you're just one out of a billion users accessing the web at the same time as you do, but it can still provide the search result in just a span of a millisecond, or probably just a fraction of a millisecond, right? Well, that is where data structures and algorithms come into play, or we will dub it as DSA. There is a handy ebook provided by generous people from Geeks for Geeks, which I also got from my email for free. I got it printed so I can share it with you. I will share the link in the form of a QR code later as we go along with the video. So the ebook entitled DSA Decoded ebook, or DSA Decoded. So DSA stands for Data Structures and Algorithms. So I want to share with you first what's inside of the file. So here's a table of content as what you can see on my screen. So we have the introduction, basically introduction to programming, which is the better programming languages. So we have a lot of programming languages that you might probably have seen in the past few videos I have. Back to basics. So basically this will talk about the basics of computer programming, because you know what, data structures and algorithms are building blocks of computer science. Just like in science, natural science, we call cells, or we know cells as the building blocks of living organisms, right? But when it comes to coding, or when it comes to computer science, data structures and algorithm is the building blocks. So it's one way to communicate with computers. So what I have here, understanding the significance of data structures and algorithms, career and scope, and future opportunities that you might be able to achieve with your knowledge and skills learned from programming. So you don't have to spend a lot for that one, because there are a lot of generous people providing link and free courses online. And just like this one, someone is providing a free ebook which has the basics of programming for non-techie people or non-programmers and the like, which is the better programming languages. So there are exercises here in the soft copy or PDF file. These are clickable, meaning you can click this one and there, voila, you will get your exercises that you can play along. Dive into starter math. So someone might be curious, is there mathematics in program? Well, there is. There are a lot of mathematical concept inside or embedded in this programming or coding. That's why this is the first catchy thing that really attracts me the most. Okay, what is Geek for Geeks? Geeks for Geeks, as I mentioned earlier in my intro video, the India's most loved coding platform, brings offline classes into locations, etc. You will get to know the foundation basics of programming, so you will have this space and time complexity. Don't have to worry about it for now. Arrays and strings, so we'll get to know what those arrays and string, and there are always clickable exercises. So these are hyperlink file or hyperlink exercises, meaning there are links that you can click. So test what you know. Basically, you can play along with the exercises in PDF file. Arrays and strings. Linked list. What is linked list? Classroom stories. So these are feedback. Intermediate for those people with web technical background. So what are stacks and queues? Still, it has the same. We have clickable exercises that you can play along. We have trees, not a tree that grows in the yard. So that is with programming. BST or binary search trees, or like well-organized phone directories. You might have seen that with David Mellon in the CS50. Heaps. So what are heaps? So I will not bombard you with information inside of this ebook, so you can search and see for yourself, right? Hashing, you will also get to know what are hashing like. So there are free exercises that are clickable in the soft copy or PDF file, so you can play along and experiment with the exercises, how much you know, and you can unlock your coding potential. There are free projects that you might like to try as well. So basically, it's beautiful, right? So you can have it printed for your basics of programming, and you can have your PDF copy in your phone. So let me share with you something about this ebook. So you have learned in the past videos that I might have shared with you. I forgot the title. Do you know what is hashing? You will also learn about hashing. Well, hashing is one of the terminologies in computer science, which means the process of converting an input or message into a small or fixed size string of text or bytes, typically just like a food byte size, but it appears random. So in layman terms, if we make it simpler, hashing is like creating a unique fingerprint for a piece of data. Imagine that you're looking for a book, a physical book, and you went to the library. Of course, is how we do it before. So you're looking for something, just like you're looking for a specific book. You don't want to search the entire library just to look for one specific book. So how do you make it faster? Is there any better chance that you can find what you're looking for in just a few seconds, or probably not seconds, because you still have to walk and search for every bookshelves. So you will also look, or you might want to check in the bookshelves. There are printed card catalog. Do you still remember card catalog and what it does, how it's been helpful to search for a specific book which has a code on it, and which locations you can find it from? So it's the same as you're searching for the book. Or for instance, in Facebook, for instance, do you have your Facebook account? Of course you do have, right? So the first time you created your Facebook account, the system or the screen prompted you to create a unique password, ideally a strong one. So when you created your password went to the process of what we call hashing. So what happens to that? During the process of hashing, your password composed of different characters are like letters in the English alphabet, numbers, and symbols like asterisk or the star sign. So your password is being encrypted in such a way that your password will be kept to Facebook, or we now know as Meta server. So it will be able to remember you the next time you log in and provide you your profile or your account information. Okay. During the process of hashing, or this is basically in layman terms, is just encrypting the characters in your Facebook password in such a way that it can be safely stored. So basically, Meta does not store the actual password, but what it does remember the encrypted password or the hash password. So by doing so,
it's 11 o'clock.
By doing so, that in the event that their database will get hacked, hopefully it will never happen. But if in the event that an adversary hack into server of Facebook or Meta or any secure web services site, your password or the passwords of all their users will not be compromised because it will not be readable by human eyes. So imagine this one, the one I have on my screen right now. There's an input. When we say input, this is anything you type in for your computer to process. So basically what you entered into the system. So if this is the input, and if we try to convert this one or encrypt this one, you will get this bunch of characters that you can see on my screen. So this is now the encrypted result that went to the process of hashing. Now what Facebook does, this encrypted result will be kept in their server. Alright, so by the next time you log in, they will be able to recognize which user that the password belongs to. Well, the question is, What if two users, since the server is only saving not the entire information, of course, just saving the login, the hash or encrypted password. What if two users the same exact password? All right, that's a curious question, right? Well, if two users found out to have the same exact password, there is another process wherein your password goes to. Before the computer hash your password, there is what we call salting. Salting like salt, all right? But it's not table salt. There is a terminology in computer science called salt. But if you come to think of it, the function of salting is like literally adding a table salt in your food to season your food. So how it works is before hashing your password or our passwords for any Facebook users or account users of any other secure web services site, it actually adds salt to or generates a random value to specific identical passwords. So if there are two users, let's say Alice and Bob, have two different accounts with the same exact password. So the computer will then add salt. Salt is what we call a generated random or unique unique random value generated for each password of each user. So it can then be remembered and be able to distinguish one person or one account holder from the other, although they both have the same exact password. So I will not spoil you with all of the information that you might find in this free ebook as well, because I want you to see it for yourself. There are a lot of things that you can learn, which actually what I've learned doesn't only come from this ebook. I'm just only sharing it because it's provided for free. So here is the QR code on my screen right now. So you can pause this video right on this timestamp, and you can take a screenshot of the QR code and scan it later with your QR code scanner app. Or you can just use your other device and take a QR code scanner and scan it directly and go to the link. It's already a downloadable link, so meaning you will be redirected to the specific link to the site that you can automatically download this free ebook in the form of PDF file. So you have to keep the PDF file because all the exercises, projects that you can play along are clickable. So you can only click it on the soft copy, right? And you can have it printed just like this if you want, just a remembrance. Alright, that's it. I hope you learned something. My name is Liz. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.